Okay, but we are not using any
Nisambulu Vinaka, Namaste, and a very good afternoon to you all. Today marks another milestone achievement of the Fiji National University, the opening of its aquaponics project, a first for Fiji. 3 months ago, I had the privilege to officially open the FNU's uniform project in Navua. And now this afternoon, we shall be part of yet another significant step, not only for the FNU, but for the country as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by once again reminding us that government is committed towards reducing our import bills, especially in areas such as agriculture. Given Fiji's ideal environment and tropical climate, we can grow and breed almost all of the produce that we currently import. Government's policies are focused on ensuring that we become self-sufficient. My ministry has initiated many projects around the country to address this, and the establishment of FNU's aquaponic farm here in Lenglenga will be a key in assisting towards import substitution. The reason I say this is because the center will not only produce high-end products such as vegetables and herbs to meet local demand, but also teach students how such crops can be grown. We hope that the availability of this knowledge will not only generate new interest amongst our farmers, but also get people to invest more into agriculture. There are changes taking place to modernize agriculture, making this sector more productive for the nation's needs. Food security is one of our biggest challenges. And for all countries, particularly in the 21st century. Therefore, one of the key mandates of government is to ensure that the people have access to good, quality, and nutritious food. That is why Fiji needs to be more efficient in what we are already producing. And we also need to constantly explore new agricultural methods, introduce new technology, new seed varieties, new crops, and new farming techniques. Farming today is highly a specialized skill, and farmers need proper training to do the job they are now expected to perform. This is where the Fiji National University comes in. Not only are we opening a new center here at Lengalanga today, we are also unveiling the university's latest agriculture project, aquaponics. I understand this site used to be an 18-acre sugarcane field some odd years back before the university took it over and started embarking on this Lengalanga project in 2011. I am told that the following activities currently exist on site: the horticulture nursery, turf farm, cut flower garden, native plants, and vegetable garden beds. The Lengalanga campus is aimed to be a site of education in eco-friendliness. The site is expected to contain an eco-center for nature education, an eco-trail, an eco-meditation space, a herbal garden containing typical Fijian herbs, children's corner where the children would learn of the value of the environment while playing. The vision behind Lengalanga is that anyone who enters this center will be transformed into a nature-loving person. The aquaponic site nurtures fish and plants together in one integrated system. The fish waste provides an organic food source for the growing of plants, and the plants provide a natural filter for the water that the fish live in. What a perfect combination. The aquaponic system came into being in May 2013, and I am told that all the materials for the system is from New Zealand. The system, as mentioned, is good for all off-season crops, and the first trial was done in September for lettuce, beans, chilies, and tomatoes. It will now venture also into other high-value crops, basil and parsley, which have a high demand in the market. It is also fitting to mention that the first set of commercial agricultural students who have studied aquaponics will be graduating soon. The plan to ensure that the Horticulture Center in Langalanga contribute towards Fiji's agriculture sector development is welcoming. And ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, in the 2014 budget address, the Prime Minister emphasized government's efforts to boost agriculture production. Government will continue to provide duty-free exemption on agricultural implements and machinery. Additionally, duty rates will be eliminated on all other agricultural items that currently carry a duty rate of 5%. Government will also continue to encourage young people to become farmers by extending its agriculture scholarship announced in last year's budget. I am personally very proud of this program because it encourages our young people to take advantage of Fiji's vast agricultural potential. At this juncture, I want to commend the Fiji National University for the collaborative effort and innovativeness in creating not only relevant but exciting programs that would entice our future generation to see agriculture as a viable profession. Government is also committed in this vision by introducing some policy to ensure that the outcome of this initiative is realized in the near future. Government has also assured that funding will continue for the agriculture extension services for both crops and livestock, farmers to promote the adoption of innovative farming methods and practices. An increased allocation of $1 million has been given for these initiatives. $1 million has also been allocated for the Dairy Development Program. Funding of more than $5.7 million will also be provided to enhance food security programs across the country, and including those in the coconut, ginger, vanilla, rice, and cottage industries. It's all about encouraging many young people to become farmers, give them sustainable livelihoods, boost the nation's food security, and reduce Fiji's dependence on imported food. Imagine the